Go Jackets.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to WreckTalk. So, a lot of things going on in the transfer portal and in the 2024 recruiting class with Georgia Tech. One thing surprising to me, our highest rated recruit, Jakari Williams, has decommitted, and there's a lot of varying opinions depending on who you asked as to why that happened. But you can see here's his Twitter's post. First and foremost, I would like to thank God for giving me the opportunity and blessings he's given me. After prayers and talks with family, I've decided to reopen my commitment. Thank you to Georgia Tech staff for recruiting me. Please respect my decision. Hashtag uncommitted. I love how, this is like a common trope with this is like, well, respect my decision. Okay, I was going to do that anyway. Don't tell me how to live my life. But here's the thing with Jakari Williams. There's some people who are saying that Tech actually rescinded their offer to him. Evidently, last weekend, he had posted some things on his social media of him wearing Georgia apparel, which is a horrible look when you're committed to Georgia Tech to have their rivals' apparel on. I'll just straight tell you what I think. I think this kid, and this is going to come off like I'm just saying this because he's no longer committed. He doesn't even play at the Georgia high school level, like GHSA level. He plays a level under that, like GISA. I just think he's really overrated. I think the kid's probably a 2 or 3 star. I think that he's a 4-star rated is, just a bit suspicious. I don't think that he has progressed in the way we thought he would. I'm looking at who else has offered him, like Virginia Tech, NC State, Pitt, Liberty, Georgia State, Georgia Southern. If you're a 4-star quarterback, you should have offers from Alabama, Georgia, LSU, Notre Dame. That's what I would expect. So I think he's a kid that has talent that's overrated. And we have 2 quarterbacks right now with 3 years of eligibility left. So it appears that we're going to go after 2 other quarterbacks. But time will tell. If he ends up getting picked up by a big-name school, maybe our loss. But it would not at all surprise me if if Georgia Tech actually rescinded this offer. But we'll see. Now, big news. The second Georgia player to defect and transfer to the Jackets, Dominique Blalock. This is huge. Now, there's been some smoke of this for 2 months now, possibly even going back to January when he hit the portal. I know this is why it's important to be a part of the Discord. It's important to be a part of my Discord, but there were people kind of predicting this in Bryce Coon's Discord. Definitely go join his Discord if you're not. Join my Discord if you're not a part of it. But this is big. So as you can see, he was like a borderline 5-star recruit. He's a high 4-star recruit and a high 3-star recruit in the portal. He's a kid that has a lot of talent that just hasn't got the the stats and the looks that he's wanted to get at Georgia. Now he's got 2 national title rings, and he graduated. Does he graduate today, or did he graduate last Thursday? He's going to have a degree and come over and go to grad school at Georgia Tech. But this is huge. So this is a guy who's very familiar with Buster Faulkner, who's worked with Buster, and now we have a lot of depth all of a sudden at wide receiver. So I'm thinking like we've added Chase Lane. Now we've got Dominique Blalock. This Christian Leary from Alabama. Malik Rutherford we already had. Like Avery Boyd, who's already here. This kid who's tearing up track right now that's a recruit for us, Eric Singleton Jr., Bryce Dobson. Like, we could we have one of the better, if not the best, wide receiver rooms in the ACC? Based on what I'm seeing and landing Dominique in the portal and what he's able to develop and be, what Malik's able to be, we could very well do that. I mean, these are the things that I see that's like, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. The big question mark is going to be the offensive and defensive line, but can we compete for our conference next year? I don't think that it's, impossible. Now, I'll do another video on what Vegas thinks that we're going to do, which is not a whole lot. But huge to get Dominique Blalock. Like, huge get out of the portal. And speaking of the defensive line, we get University of South Florida defensive lineman Eddie Kelly. So to me, these are the offensive and defensive lines are the biggest needs for us right now, or this is really where we need to flesh out some depth. This is a big commit for Marco Coleman. I think this is a kid that's had injury problems, was a freshman last year, so should have a ton of eligibility left. Let's see, 19 tackles and 290 snaps, 6 quarterback pressures, no sacks. He's 6'4", 274 pounds. So, we had the Stone kid transfer out that I still don't understand. That's shocking. Like, all of a sudden he's never been the guy on the defensive line. He ends up kind of showing out during the spring game, and he's been practicing really well. And then all of a sudden, bam, he hits the portal and he's out. I'm kind of calling shenanigans on that. But this Kelly kid, Eddie Kelly's going to help. That's another big get. And I'm just looking at who else offered him, like Ole Miss, Missouri, and Central Florida. So it seems like he's got some talent, and we definitely need help on the defensive line. So I'm excited. I'm sure there'll be more. Look, this transfer portal thing is a variable, moving, constantly changing thing, and Tech is a team that probably more so than anyone else in the country is trying to really turn things around and get things going for the better. So, guys, I hope y'all have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.